What's up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of All About the Hustle. And today, we got a good show for y'all today, okay? So today's guest, she's an amazing friend of mine. She's an actress, filmmaker, producer, artivist, and so much more. Give it up, y'all, for Nia Miranda. Let's get it. Let's get it.
And the crowd goes wild.
Period. So how you doing, girl?
I'm good. I'm so happy to be here with you, Danny.
I'm happy you here too. Just
You know
all the vibes,
really
always a vibe.
But no, I feel good. I haven't done a podcast live, I don't think, ever.
Really?
Yeah, all the podcasts that I've done have been over like Zoom because it got big during the pandemic.
Yeah,
And when I went viral and stuff, it was all virtual. So I think this is my first in-person podcast since probably like 2013.
Oh, period.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we finna get into some things then. So tell me, girl, how did your creative journey begin?
My creative journey began when I was little. I knew that I wanted to be an artist since I was 3 years old. Like, first off, as most Black people, it starts in church, you know? So them Easter Sunday speeches and the choir and our Black History Month play that we would do, and I would always be Rosa Parks. Like,
oh wow, I was Rosa Parks for a few of mine too.
See,
I was always rotating between Rosa Parks and Harriet Tubman.
See, legends. This is what we grew up doing, and I just loved it. Outside of like doing that in church, I was the kid that would come home and mimic everything that I saw in church. Like, my sister so and so was shouting like this and that. So that's where I was. My mama had me in church all the time, so that's where I pulled my inspiration from.
So you was one of them kids shouting early on?
Yeah, girl. Mm-hmm.
I wish I could have been like that. I used to be laughing at the people. And I
was laughing for a long time.
Yeah.
I was not laughing, but I was impersonating. See, that's what
I
was
would
becoming
too.
my artist. I
And
was
my whole
impersonating.
family was like, no, stop. I'm like, sorry.
Right.
I remember one time this one lady was shouting, her ponytail came off.
Girl, don't that be the funniest?
I said, girl, don't ever let me see that again.
Because I can't handle it.
And I was like 7, 8. I said, girl, please don't ever let me see that.
Not around me. I know that's right.
I'm the worst person to be around in situations like that.
You know what, you're right. Because I done caught your facial expressions a couple times.
Girl.
And I'm like, Daddy, don't do it.
It's always been a thing since early on. So, you know, when that ponytail hit the floor, I said, and she kept going. I said, I know that's right. Okay.
She was in the spirit.
I said, okay, period, girl.
But yeah, that's where I think it started in church. I was very creative. My best friends, we were creative. We started off singing. Mm-hmm. I was in my first play and musical at 3 years old. I was the youngest senior citizen at a senior citizen home because I was doing plays there too. I was trying to get in wherever I could when I was young. And
you got to get to it.
Gotta get to it. I was the type of kid that would open up the yellow pages. I'm dating myself right now, I know. But I would open up the yellow pages and like scroll down and find studios and ask them if they would listen to my demo, which was something that I recorded myself because back in the day, used to put tape on like a cassette player. Yeah. And you put tape on it and you could record over it. And I was trying to make my own demos like that. Like, I was always trying to be in this industry.
Always innovative. Period.
I'm gonna do the best I can with what I got.
Period. I love that. So do you feel like growing up in Detroit shaped your heritage and just your overall work ethic?
Absolutely. I tell people all the time, although I'm grateful that, I'm living out here in sunny California, it's beautiful. I would not want to be from any other place other than Detroit. Detroit shaped me, molded me. It gave me my instinct to the point that I can live 1,000 miles away from home, and I know I'm good anywhere. I'm aware of my surroundings at all times. It gives me my grit, my hustle, and it really teaches you how to get it out the mud because I was dreaming about palm trees and the beach when I was in a blizzard in Detroit. Like, I was trying to still be creative when it was cold. You know what I'm saying? And Detroit forces you to really, if you want something, you're going to prove that you really want it because you have to go through so many obstacles coming from the D. But once you get there, it's nothing but love and support. And so, Detroit molded me a lot.
I feel like Chicago is the same way.
Yeah.
Really the same way. And I was just looking back at like, you know how like Snapchat and Instagram would do like 2 years ago, 3 years ago. I just thought it was funny because a memory just came up on my timeline and it said, I need to take my ass to California. And it was a video of it snowing. And it was like February. It was like the end of February. And it was like blizzarding. Mm-hmm. And I was looking at it like, that's crazy because literally 9 months after that, I moved to LA.
That part. Like that. It's a different type of mentality that you have when you come from the Midwest.
Yeah.
I love it because, I mean, like I said, we got the culture, we got the swag, we
Yeah.
fly, you know, and we're down-to-earth people.
Period. Yep.
But also, it's not the entertainment industry when I was growing up was not a huge thing.
Yeah.
I knew about Motown growing up, but Motown had already moved and gone to California by the time I was getting older.
Yeah.
And
So many
the
things
film
moved.
community in Detroit just recently got to be like big in terms of the independent film community.
Yeah, because I'm hearing a lot about the film industry in Detroit.
Oh, Detroit got the game on lock now.
I love that.
But not growing up. And so it was always this want to be out here in LA to just really work in the industry as a professional.
Okay. So do you see yourself ever moving back? I kind of feel like that about Chicago, so I get it.
I love my city, and it's so many new opportunities and possibilities that's happening. I have property there. My family is still there. I know that I will always own property in Detroit, and it will always be home.
Yeah.
But moving back full term, baby, I am divorced with snow, okay? I don't never have to have snow again. I will visit the snow, but living in it, I just don't want that for my life.
Yeah.
That's not what God has for me.
No, but seriously though, because when I went home for Christmas, I was like, "Ooh, child."
Oh, right. We was with Christmas together.
Yeah.
It was cold there. It wasn't too bad, but still, it wasn't.
And literally around the time y'all left, it started snowing.
I heard that it started snowing.
Because I definitely got caught in it when I was trying to leave.
See ya. I don't want that for my life. It's cool to visit, but not to live in.
At all. And it's crazy because I learned how to drive in the snow. Like black ice and all.
We learned how to do everything. I was walking to school with snowsuits as a kid in snow.
Girl.
Like me and Snow, we were locked in.
Yeah.
But I'm switching up.
Yeah, didn't know how good life could be without it.
You know?
I said, oh no, I
never
can't do that
knew
again.
what a Christmas was on the beach until I experienced it. And I'm like, this isn't banned. Sand versus snow, I'm not mad at that.
I'm not either.
So
and I just think it's funny
because
because California, they already can't drive.
They cannot.
So then on top of that, when they start raining,
Child,
they really can't drive. And I'm just like, oh, baby, y'all wouldn't make it in Chicago.
Not a day.
If you don't get off this road and let me get to where I gotta
go, girl. I'm the same way. I'm the same way out here on the road.
Like, was moving to LA a culture shock for you at all?
It was a culture shock in a good way because it was my first time ever being surrounded around a lot of artists.
Yeah.
It was just like, like when I went to start studying and I was hearing certain phrases or certain like perspectives of life that were very similar to mine, or how I looked at the world through like this optimistic mindset, and just how creative a lot of people were. It was a culture shock because it was like, all this time I was living all these other places when there had been a community already here that spoke the language that I spoke. And so that was a culture shock in a good way. I've always been very diverse, but just being around a lot of people that understood, like those who got it, that was surprising in a good way for me.
Yeah, I definitely did feel that way too when I first moved here, because it was just like, in Chicago, people weren't making content or anything in public. So that was very rare. So if somebody saw you with your phone on your tripod or camera on your tripod, filming yourself, everybody was looking at you like, okay. But out here, I had that mentality in my head, so I'd be scared to do stuff in public now. And I'm like,
you look outside and
they
on
all
every corner, they're everywhere, and nobody is. I've seen people do pop-up music videos in places like nobody bothers them because everyone understands the energy and the culture of the city is creative.
Literally, everybody out here creating. Everybody. And I love that, actually.
Me too.
It's definitely inspiring.
It is.
So what would you say is like your favorite role that you've ever portrayed?
I love every role I get. I would say I have a series coming out, I believe this year. It's going to be on the All Black Network.
Okay, period.
And I'm going to give my favorite role to that one.
Okay.
Because I got a chance to work with pathology and have a dialect. I had an accent. Wow. And I was consistent with my accent. I built the character from the outside in. And like from the nails,
Oh, that's what that one was?
Yeah.
Because I was seeing your Instagram story some months back, and I was like, oh, I want to see this.
Yeah, so it's supposed to be coming out soon. But that one I would
Okay.
probably say was my favorite because I got a chance to really play and build this character that was opposite of me. And I think I did a really good job with her.
Okay, period.
Yeah.
Do you have like an embarrassing audition moment?
Yes, I do. I have a couple.
Do tell.
I have a couple. My first one, I remember when I was in Atlanta and I had made the decision that I was going to act full time. And I was on backstage just looking for something to be a part of. And I ran across this woman who was looking to do a director's reel. So she was looking for actors that she could direct for their reels. And I'm like, that's perfect. It's a bartering situation. This is what I need. So she came over. I sent her a poem that my cousin wrote. Yeah. I did it as a monologue. I sent it to her. Oh, she was like, okay, cool. She ended up filming the 2 scenes for my first reel. It was cool.
I love that.
And because we hit it off really well, she invited me to an audition for a series that she was doing.
Okay.
And so this was my first in-person audition ever.
Uh-oh.
And it said like this was like a she was born in Atlanta, like boss chick type of thing. So I assumed that, well, let me go in like I'm ATL, boss chick.
Uh-oh.
Now, this was a born in Atlanta boss chick, but this was like some, her family had ties with an Italian mob. So it was like a different probably tax bracket than what I thought when I first read that.
Yeah.
So, baby, I went in there with this red wig, China bang, long. It was kind of orange, really. This pink dress, short. And I'm like, I don't even know you. So listen, so when I get in there, the woman who called me in, as I walk in, I see other people there for the audition. She peeks her head and she looks at me and she said, and I'm like, this
I don't even
girl.
know.
She's looking like, what? So I come in and I do the audition and she just is. And so I mean, I do what I do, right? I do what I prepared. And when it was over, I definitely knew I didn't get it. I could feel it in my, because the state of shock never left her face, you know? And so I could tell that I didn't get it. But afterwards, she had called me and she's like, listen, Nia, she's like, I think you're talented. I think you have something. I do think that you need to train. She's like, you're not getting a role on this, but what I will do is, if you're open, I will give you free acting lessons. Okay. And you can be a PA for the series.
Love that.
And I'm like, okay, I'll do it. Well, fast forward, she ended up becoming my mentor, one of my very, very best friends. My very first short film that I did that was like I had Emmy award-winning DP and sound on this short film that we collaborated on together. She was the director of it. I was the lead actress. And we went to a film festival and the IBFF Film Festival, International Black Film Festival in Nashville. We won the Viewer's Choice Award with the film. Yes. We sold a script to TV One. Like, we were locked in all the way up into her last days. And even that, I had moved back to Detroit, but for the last 2 weeks of her life, I stayed with her while she was on hospice, and we were just like locked in the whole way. So I didn't book that, but that's why I tell people it's important about booking the room. Like every role is not for you, but when you are genuine, people can feel it, and you book the room, and it ended up being a very beautiful relationship that I will cherish forever.
I love that. That is actually really dope. I love that.
Thank you.
That definitely just turned like all the way around because
I know, like where's she at? How she?
Yeah, because I'm like, oh, girl, where is this? I was like, girl, where is this going? When you start describing how to audition with,
it was bad, girl.
But I was gonna say, I honestly feel like you came out better than what you would have if you probably got the role.
Booked it, I did, and see like, that though, Danny, is what people don't know, because as an artist, we're so focused on this role. This is the role. This is the big one. I'm not that girl. Yeah. I just know that every opportunity is the opportunity that I can seize. Whatever is going to come from it is going to come from it. But I recognize the opportunity.
I definitely agree with that. Most definitely. So you consider yourself an artivist?
Yes.
What's that? Break it down for us.
An artivist. It's using my art and activism and bringing them together to force change. I believe that art is the hugest catalyst when it comes to change. Majority of the times, the ways we learn, unfortunately, especially like the younger generation and in our community, a lot of people learn through music. They learn through film. They learn through TV. It's not always through a book.
It's not.
You know? And so if I'm looking to force change in a group of people who aren't looking in books, the quickest way to do it is through art. And I'm an artist, and I stand 10 toes down on whatever I believe in. And so it just merged really well together.
I love that. Okay, so can you talk about the moment that you were involved in the Black Lives Matter protests?
Yes, girl. First off, I feel like I had been an activist my entire life.
Mm-hmm.
Like, my mother, growing up, she was intentional with us. There was not a Black History Month that it was not like every, you know, like we are
same.
Black Historying that whole entire month, to the point that she would have me up looking at Roots. There was not a Black History Month that I did not watch Roots. There was not a Martin Luther King Day that I did not watch My Friend Martin. The little cartoon was my favorite. You know, she's always had my history in the forefront. Always let me know that we came from royalty and that we have a strong, resilient energy and spirit in us, and it's because of our ancestors. So I already came in hot with that foundation, okay? And now we're in a pandemic. And while people are confused and trying to figure out what's going on, I'm turning on the news and I'm looking at, you know, my Instagram, and I'm seeing Black people dying left and right.
Left and right.
Ahmaud Arbery. I remember when he lost his life. I remember Breonna Taylor. And then George Floyd, right?
Yeah, that was what set everything off.
That set everything off because, one, because it was in the pandemic, we did not have the privilege of being distracted.
Yeah.
Whatever was going on, we saw it. We didn't have a lot of people to throw us off. We had to feel it, and a lot of us were by ourselves, so we had to sit in what that felt like.
Yeah.
And to see someone lose their life in that manner, it lit a fire in me, something uncontrollably. And so, like I said, it was the pandemic, and I was out here at that time by myself. My husband was back home in Detroit.
Oh, wow.
My whole family was home, and I'm like, I gotta do something. I'm like, I can't just sit here and not do anything. I hadn't had any like contact with anyone because we were like on, you know, shutdown in the quarantine.
Yeah.
But I remember like calling my husband, and I'm like, babe, I heard about a protest tomorrow. I'm going. He's like, Nia, you're not going to no protest. I'm not there. I said, I hear what you're saying, but I have to go.
Yeah.
I called my mom. Mommy, I know it's a protest. I'm going, Nia. I said, Ma, I've always said that if I was born back in those days, I would have been marching with Malcolm and Martin. I would have been freeing people with Harriet.
Yep.
And so now in my lifetime, I'm experiencing something where I have to stand up and do something.
Yeah.
I can't say that I would have been that person and I got the opportunity and I'm not doing anything. And so I gave him the rundown. I'm like, y'all, I'm going. I'm sorry. I'm going to be safe. I promise I'm going to make it back in one piece, but I'm going.
Right. I'll call y'all when it's over.
I'll call you when it's over, right?
Like,
and it's supposed to be a peaceful protest. So I'm thinking it's peaceful. My husband was telling me like, Nia, peaceful protests aren't peaceful. And I'm like, we're not going to go out there and do anything. He was giving me game.
They can be though, because I've done some.
They can be. But in the height of everything that was going on right there.
Which is what they were doing.
Which is what happened. So going out there with some of my friends, meeting up, I was very intentional with everything I wore.
Mm-hmm.
Like I had a shirt that was like intentional, that was from Cream and Slim. I had like my African charm. Like everything was intentional, except for my afro. I am a girl that gets her hair done. I never expected to go viral with an afro, especially that one because it wasn't moisturized. But... But I was standing up for my people. It wasn't about me.
Okay, it fit the aesthetic. It's
fit the aesthetic, right?
It wasn't the point. It wasn't the main thing.
It was not the main event, but it fit the aesthetic, so we rocked it. But I recall being in the shower before protesting and praying and then just speaking to the ancestors like, listen, I have a strong calling. I have a strong feel that I need to be out there. I ask that you all order my steps. You all have been in these territories that I haven't been in before. Mm-hmm. I ask that you cover me and that whatever I do, it adds value to the overall goal of our people's agenda.
Absolutely.
And like, that was my legit prayer. And I'm like, okay, let's go. Go out there. Things were very peaceful in the beginning. It was beautiful. I had never seen so many different people, so many different cultures, communities, tax brackets, people with disability. It was just like very much so community,
I love that.
right?
Yes.
And it was beautiful. And we got to marching from the Grove, I think we were at, and then we started going and was no problems until we got towards Beverly Hills.
Of course.
And when we got towards Beverly Hills, it started to get sticky. I noticed vandalism, like some type of spray painting stuff on these buildings and on buses. And I would see people putting stickers next to them saying, "This is not a Black Lives Matter protester." Like trying to say, hey, we didn't do this.
A lot of that wasn't Black Lives Matter protesters.
And that's the reason that I went viral, because I'm not going to hold you. Being at home, looking at Instagram, being a spectator of the, protests, it looked like it was our people out there tearing stuff up. That's what it looked like. But it wasn't. And so me being out there, and I remember us walking, and I'm going past a Starbucks, and I see these two women who were not Black, in all Black, face wrapped, spray painting on the Starbucks. And I'm like, not in front of my face, you aren't. So me and my homegirl, Courtney Nicole, love her to death, we seen it. She's from Chicago too.
Oh,
Courtney's
period.
from Chicago. Okay, so now you got Detroit and Chicago. Okay. We weren't having it. And so we immediately like, don't do that. You all are the reason why it's targets on our back. They're saying that we're doing this, and it's you that's doing it. And so we have our phones out and we're recording it and we're confronting them, and they try to tell us, we're allies. We want you to do that. No. If we wanted you to do something for us, we would ask.
Literally.
But you're not going to sit up here and destroy this building, and I'm going to turn on the news and they're going to say Black people did it and we didn't do that. That's defeating the purpose of why we're out here.
You the reason we got to be out
You're
here.
the reason, right? And so that experience happened. They ended up leaving. Right after that, I remember getting a call from one of my other friends who was out there protesting, and she's like, "Nia, I just seen a bunch of cops load onto a truck. They're headed your way. You need to get out of there." And I'm like, what? Like, it's peaceful. What would be going on?
Right.
Sure enough, helicopters start going, and then we see the truck, and they just jumping out, guns in hands. They're shooting like these plastic, I guess, pellets, the smoke, and now it's pandemonium. Everyone's running. And me, I was never a track star until that day, because I promised my family I would get home safe.
Yeah, because they were tear gassing like crazy.
Crazy. So I'm rushing. I get to a safe place. I just so happen to meet up with the people who I had come with. Okay. And I was doing all of this on live. All of this was happening on live. And after it was done, I posted it. And one of my homeboys, Brandon Smith from back in Detroit, he hit me up and he was like, "Yo, Nia," he said, "the video that you posted, edit it right here. Cut this from here and stop it right here and post that." He's like, "That everyone needs to see."
Yeah, because they're not going to watch the full thing.
They're not. I wasn't even thinking about it. I just put the video up. I had no clue of nothing.
Right.
So I edited it like he said. I posted it. I sent it to one of my homeboys, Steve Jones. And he's like, "Oh my gosh, Nia, this is brilliant." He's like, "This is the first video proving that it's not us."
It was.
So he sent it to some of his people. And the next thing I know, I was viral. I called my husband. I said, "Baby, I think I'm going viral." He said, "What do you mean?" I said, I don't know, but it's a whole lot of likes and it's a whole lot of follows. And I'm seeing my face on a whole lot of people's page. And almost any celebrity that I could think of, for the most part, that video was on their page, letting the world know, hey, it was not us that's out here doing that. And I didn't know how much of a shift that was until, I started doing the interviews with TMZ and ABC News and all those things, because everyone thought it was us. And then I think from that, people started taking more videos and catching people, especially non-Black people, who were vandalizing. I remember something happened in Atlanta at like a Wendy's. It was on fire or something during that same time.
That sounds very familiar.
Yeah, and someone caught it on camera to show that it wasn't us. I was just grateful. And that's why I say artivism, because if I would have wrote my experience in a book and
Nobody
said,
was reading
hey,
that.
I found these two women who were spray painting, they would have never read it and they would not have known the story. But because I had that phone in my hand at that particular moment, that was the only weapon of choice that I had.
Yeah.
I was able to use that and get this story across and to reach a mass multitude of people internationally.
I love that, yes.
I am forever grateful for that experience, because I feel like in terms of my purpose as a whole and all the things that I say that I am, I was able to show up for myself in that way. When I said I would have been out there with them, I would have been out there with them. And this is the proof to show you. I mean what I was saying. So, yeah.
And that's one thing I hate, that I really didn't get to do that, because I was in college at the time. So we were at home, of course, because everything was shut down.
Yeah.
My mama would not let me go at all.
And
I couldn't even lie about where I was going. Because I was going to lie about where I was going to just go to the protest. But my friends weren't trying to go. So I'm like, oh my God, I'll be by myself.
And black mamas wasn't playing. They had kids on lockdown. No matter how old you were.
Yes.
They were
because everything was shut down.
theirs.
So it's like, where you going? So it's like, I could not go. So then that following fall, when we were able to go back on campus, I was the president of the Black Student Association. So we ran a peaceful protest in that college town, because it was a very racist college town. So we ran a peaceful protest there, and we did have like police escorts just to make sure we were safe, because we had to take that precaution because we were college students.
Yes.
And it went very well. Our demands were heard. Some of them were met, but I ended up graduating like about 5-6 months after.
Okay.
So I know the president after that was following up to make sure like it was still met. But it's just like a lot of protests can be peaceful.
But you went. You had your moment.
Them.
And you made it happen. You know, like the first one when you wanted to go, you weren't able to, but at least when you were able to, you were protected.
Yeah.
Because it did get dangerous out there.
It
Not
did.
gonna hold you. It
The
got
stuff I was
dangerous out
seeing
there.
was crazy.
It did get dangerous out there.
Yes.
But you still got a chance to still move forward on what you knew was true for you.
Yeah, and I saw like some of my photographer friends, they were like, you need to get out there with your camera. I'm like, no, I actually want to protest. I wouldn't go out there with my camera and look at that for a moment. Like, no, I would actually go out there and protest.
Exactly.
So when it comes to being a voice for change, how do you stay emotionally grounded and mentally also?
Girl, I'm crazy. I don't know who told you I was grounded. No.
I felt that. I felt that.
Who told you I was grounded?
I felt that.
You know, I just feel like I'm called to do what I do. Somehow, some way, my life has had extremely high highs and extremely low lows, and they often happen simultaneously so that it balances me. Like, I could have one of the lowest experiences of my life that would break me, but God is still coming through with something else to keep me steadfast, you know? And so because of that, I'm very strong in my faith. I'm very strong in my belief. And I'm strong in my purpose. My name is Nia. It means purpose. It's the 5th day of Kwanzaa. Like, so since I was little, I've always moved with that insight. And I'm learning better now to take better care of myself in terms of my self-care, my mental health. If I need a break, take a break. If I need time, take time, because I'm from Detroit, so I've been about that grind. Like, we gonna get it. We gonna get it out the mud. We gonna,
right.
I'm not her no more, though. I appreciate being at Nia.
Yeah,
she
that's
got
what
me
got
so
you to
far.
where,
It got me here. But it's also okay to say I'm no longer there.
Yeah.
I'm not the grind.
Yeah.
I am much more of what is of alignment for me. I'm not like in the mud trying to get it out. It's what I am willing and calling to myself. And I'm very much so trying to live a soft life now. It's new for me.
Same.
I've never really been her, you know. I've been the boss, get it, girl. But I am opening myself up for the experience of living a much softer life. And with that comes self-care. It comes, okay, you need a massage. You need to possibly leave from the environment that you're in because it's not conducive for you, so you can really have a peace of mind.
Oh, girl.
I understand now, Danny, like for real, especially as an artist, period, you always want to work.
Yeah.
As an actor, you always want to work.
Yes.
That's like what we are doing. But now my no is like my right-hand man. Like, it's a no. What we doing? What's the situation? Oh, no. No.
Oh, wow.
But before, it was yes because everything was an opportunity.
Yeah.
Everything was, I could possibly do this and do that. No,
and I'm starting
it's
to
not
find myself
aligned.
say more now.
It's so important.
But
Our no's really add value to the yeses that we give, because once we give a yes, you know it's a real genuine yes.
Yeah.
I'm going to really show up.
Yep.
But now it's not about the booking. It's not about saying that I'm in front of a camera. It's not about the people who are in the room. Is it aligned? Am I going to be able to be peaceful with this? Am I going to feel stability there?
Yes.
If it's chaos, it's no peace, and it's unstable, it's going to be a no for me.
Yes.
And that's how I've been protecting my mental health throughout all of this.
Yes, when you just said that it doesn't matter like who's there and things like that, I just thought about that because I actually just started experiencing that within this last maybe year and a half.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care who there. If I don't feel right about it, I'm not doing it. Like, it's just, I am working on saying no more though.
Yeah.
Because I'll be like, maybe I could. And whole time in my head, like, I don't want to do that.
You talking yourself into a yes when your body, your mind, your spirit already told you no. It's something that we have to grow to do.
Yeah.
Especially coming from where we come from, and the hustle
is
the hustle, man.
Girl.
That hustle be like, oh, I can make it a yes. But sometimes when we say no, it gives us the opportunity for that yes to come through. Mm-hmm. Because while we said yes to something we really didn't want to do, we missed out on something that we wanted to do. Because this is taking up the time and the space.
Bingo, and that actually happened to me before.
See?
But it's like every time I would always like get a gut feeling to say no, and I ended up saying yes, I would get there and I'm like, I should have just said no.
That part. That's like, what am I doing? I ain't even supposed to be here.
Literally. Like, take me home.
No.
So you worked the BET weekend this year?
I did.
How did that go?
Girl, it was amazing. It was amazing. I could not have prayed for a better experience. It's something about being confident and content with who you are. And I was able to really showcase that this weekend. I was originally booked to be a PA, so a production assistant for the BET Open Casting Call Experience, which I did do some of that. However, like I said, the old Nia who was getting out the mud and running and gunning and just all hands there. She's still there, but now it's with balance. I did not show up like I was a PA. I showed up like I was a panelist.
I know that's right.
And so where did I sit? I sat next to the panelist.
I know that's right.
Because why am I not? And if nobody tells me where I'm supposed to sit, then I'm going to sit where I want to sit.
Okay.
And I'm going to make sure.
Sitting here.
And I'm sitting here, and I'm going to make sure that I show up as if I'm supposed to sit here, to the point that now you're expecting me to sit here, because where else would she sit? This is where she belongs. And that's how I moved through that experience this week. I was able to serve on such a large level to so many different artists, the contestants who were coming up to showcase their talents, serve the panelists. You know, I was on a panel with some of the people who can change your lives in terms of the projects that they cast for. You have Robbie Reed, Leah Daniels Butler, Bentley Evans, the creator of Martin, who's about to do the Danielle Hughes show on BET. Yeah. You have Trey Haley and Indy Brown from Tridescence. That's all of Family Business New Orleans, the Black Hamptons. It was like, you know, everyone was there. Oh, also Beyonce Wyatt, who's over the talent scouting for Tyler Perry Studios.
And don't forget, wasn't Yvette Nicole Brown there?
Yvette Nicole Brown,
my girl.
Vanessa Bell Calloway, like Gabrielle Dennis, Brandy Evans.
Yes.
The room was flooded. London Brown, it was flooded with phenomenal artists and phenomenal professionals who really loved what they did. And so I just took that opportunity as a time to be a sponge, to soak in as much as I could. I'm in there being like a secret agent for my people back home, fellow actors and actresses who couldn't be in that room. If I'm in the room, I'm going to get this footage for you all. If you follow me, I'm going to put it on my story. I'm going to make sure you get the same gems that I'm getting, because that's the whole purpose of being that bridge from Hollywood back home, is that the rooms you can't get in, if I'm in them and they got gems, I'm going to give them to you. And with that, serving all day one, and then coming in day two and having that itch like, oh, I want to get on that stage though. Like, it's good to be sitting out here with y'all, and I'm happy I'm
Yeah.
getting it, but I want to get on that stage because that's my thing.
Yes.
And I got the opportunity. I was tagged in to do some reading for the actors that were auditioning. And if you put a script in my hand, baby, I'm gonna be in the scene.
Hello.
So I got a chance to read with maybe 20, 30 different actors.
Oh, wow.
I read about 4 or 5 different scenes in front of these same people who could change your life and cast you. And it did not go unnoticed. I will say that. I have some promising things coming from that.
I love
And
that. Yes,
it's
yes,
just
yes.
because I showed up in the room like I was supposed to be there and not like I wasn't.
And that's my motto with everything.
Yeah.
Walk into that room like you supposed to be there.
I'm telling you, I went in there like they were waiting for my energy. You all need me, and I know you don't know it, but when you're around me, you're going to realize it.
Yep.
And, that's something that I was talking to my husband about, is that as an actor, sometimes it's challenging for me because when you go on the casting sites, they say special skills, right?
Yeah.
And I can sing, so I check that off, and I can dance, so I check that off, and if you volleyball and skate and all these things, you check it off. But I'm not necessarily a master at all of those things.
Okay.
What I'm a master at, it's not a box or a field there for it. I'm a master at being me. And the only way that you can experience it is if I'm around. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so I got an opportunity to show people, I got an opportunity for people to experience me and my talent, but also my spirit when I'm not the center of attention, and how I can serve anybody because I have a gift spirit naturally. And it worked out.
So now we're going to go to the next segment. We're going to play a game of word association.
Okay.
All right? You have 7 seconds to sing either something with the song in the title or a lyric with that word in it.
Okay.
All right?
All right, let's see.
All right. Let's see how many of these you can get through.
Okay.
All right. The first word, I feel like this is easier. First word is happy.
'Cause I'm happy, clap along if you feel like a girl without a roof. Hey, 'cause I'm happy.
Period. Okay. These might be a little easy. I ain't even gonna hold you. The next one is people.
Happy people. Yeah.
I know that's right, but that not happy was that one.
Happy people. I'm adding them together. Y'all
I know
ain't
that's
did this
right.
before.
A 2 for 1. I know that's right. The next one is free.
Free. This is the joy. It's free your mind, right? Oh, I wanna be free. There we go. I wanna be free. That's an old school song. I was gonna get you Tim's, but I had to go old school.
Oh, I forgot about Tim's. When I was making this, I was listening to Destiny's Child.
Oh, I should have known come DC3 because you gonna be DC3 every time. Every time.
The next one is run.
Running and running and running and running and running and running and running. Hey,
Period. Okay. I definitely didn't think you were going to get that one. That's crazy. I forgot what I was listening to when I wrote that. The next one is love.
Love, so many things I want to tell you, but I'm afraid I don't know how. Because there's a possibility you look at me differently, love. Yeah.
I know that's right. Okay. The next one is save.
Like SAVE?
Yep.
Save. Oh, you might have got me on this one. So save. What was you listening to when you had save?
I forgot the name of the group. I think it's called Trinity. They had remade a R. Kelly song called "You Saved Me."
You saved me.
Yeah, I was listening to that.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
That's what I was listening to.
Was it Trinity 357 or 3?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm like, I know it had a number in it. That's why I'm like, I just call it Trinity because I don't want to butcher the name.
Yes, I remember Trinity.
But yeah, they remade that song and I listened to their version. I love it.
Okay, I'm going to have to put it on my playlist.
Love it. The next word is hold.
Hold. Hold on to your love. You got to hold on. Hold on to your. You got to hold on to your love. Yeah, yeah.
I didn't even think of that one.
Don't give up.
Poor.
Poor.
P-O-U-R.
Oh, poor.
Yeah.
Poor. I'm so against the word P-O-O-R. I can't even think about poor.
I can't even be mad at it.
I am against it. I can't
even be mad at it.
I said poor. Where?
That's all my way.
Pour into me as I pour into you. I'm sure that's in somebody's gospel song. I don't know.
That's somebody's motivational quote. No, when I wrote that, when I was listening to Pull It Up.
Oh, that's hey. Okay, yeah, that's a good one.
That's what I was listening to.
I gotta get your playlist.
Oh, girl, I always got music going. Always.
Yes.
Okay, the last word. See, like see.
I know you see me watching you and I see you watching me.
Temptations is killing me.
I know you see me watching you and I see you watching me. There we go.
Okay, period. So back in December, when you came to Chicago, you made these jerk mushrooms. Girl, I ain't forgot about them things yet, and I don't even eat mushrooms, but I was dogging them things.
You were smashing them, but they was good.
They were good.
Yeah.
So what made you go vegan? Like, and how long have you been vegan?
Oh, good question. So that actually ties into Dina, my mentor who I told you about in Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
So what made me go vegan, first off, I had already started just trying to live a healthy lifestyle. Back in 2011, I got into a real bad car accident. And I had to get like steroid injections and a whole lot of things. And I gained a lot of weight. Okay. Like I was over 200 pounds. And I'm a short stature girl.
Yeah, you are.
So that was, a lot.
Oh, wow.
And I started just changing the way I ate. I was like drinking more water. I was trying to cut out carbs. Okay. I was doing a lot of walking and all that kind of stuff. Then I was just keeping a consistent, healthier lifestyle.
Yeah.
But when Dina got sick, she passed away from cancer and everything happened really quickly and rapidly. And during her last couple of weeks of life, she was very intentional about like eating all organic, not eating meat. She wanted to have a plant-based lifestyle and all of that. And because I was there with her, and that's when I also got introduced to Dr. Sebi because she was taking some of his products. And being so close to death for the first time with someone who I loved. And see, the thing about Dina is she was in her 60s, right?
Oh, wow.
But when I say this woman was fly and her imagination and her creative spirit, it was still very vibrant and was very active. And she still had so many dreams. And so me being there with her and her birthday was like 2 days after mine. So she was a Sagittarius too. So me being there, we the best.
Yeah, best to ever do it.
So me being there with her, it kind of was a glimpse of like, wait a minute now. She waited until she got this diagnosis to change her life around. I'm younger. I'm much younger. Mm-hmm. If I change now, I can prevent this from happening. Yeah. And so because of her, I went plant-based cold turkey during those last 2 weeks of her life. Oh, wow. And I got me a little Vegetti machine from Bed Bath and Beyond or whatever.
Yeah.
That thing. I got a little Vegetti machine and spiraled like my zucchini, and I just had a toy to make things fun. Oh, wow. And I started it. It's now been 8 years since I've been, probably more. Oh, yeah. About 8, 9 almost. Wow. Yep, that I've been plant-based. And I haven't really ever considered going back now in December for my birthday. So the reason why I was able to make those jerk mushrooms is because I went to Jamaica for my birthday. And I used to be like a chicken head before I went vegan. Mm-hmm. Like I used to love me some chicken. Wings and breasts, like don't bring them around me. I'm tearing them up.
And don't talk about tenders.
Oh, a tender baby, girl. And so I used to be that person, and I always had it on my bucket list to eat jerk chicken in Jamaica. And so now I go to Jamaica for my first time, and I'm plant-based, and it's like, I don't want jerk cauliflower. Like, I want jerk chicken.
Okay, because I ain't going to cut it.
It's not the same thing, and that was not what my bucket list was. And so for the first time in 8 years, I ate meat in December. I searched for this jerk chicken, man. I went to the locals, like, where's the best jerk chicken? We walked 3 miles to find this man. He was in a coker sack in the back of this little area with the grill going, and his name was Brown Man. Shout out to Brown Man. If y'all ever out in Jamaica, find Brown Man. And girl, he farms his own chicken.
Mm-hmm.
He grows his own herbs that he cooks his jerk with. He makes his own sauce. The chicken were like slayed freshly.
Oh, wow.
And when I say it was the best chicken I've ever had in my entire life, like
Really?
at first when I went into it, I kind of like nibbled it like, oh, am I gonna be sick? Girl, when I tasted it, it's like I had never forgot. Like I just was like,
Oh, wow.
like I remember. And it was so good. I only ate the chicken that one time,
Mm-hmm.
never ate it again, and I didn't get sick because it was none of the stuff that they put in our food here.
That makes sense.
It was none of that
Yeah.
in it. It was just a pure chicken. And so that was on point. But since I was not going back to chicken, coming back home to America, I'm like, I got to figure out something. And so that's where I'm like, the oyster mushrooms. Because the
Girl.
texture is kind of like meaty like that. And so that's why I made them. It was good,
crazy.
too.
Everybody that know me know I don't like mushrooms.
I'm not a mushroom girl
Like-
either, but an oyster mushroom has a different texture. Oyster
Okay, that might have been the issue.
and lion's mane mushrooms, they have a different texture. Don't bring no portobello around me. I'm not that.
Yeah.
A shiitake, you can keep it. But
Yeah.
oyster, the texture of it is good.
Okay, that makes sense then, because I'm like, ain't no way I'm sitting up in here. I wasn't even drinking like that. I said,
Right.
ain't no way I'm sitting up in here eating this mushroom
Smashing
like
these
this.
mushrooms like this.
Because I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, oh, I got to get that recipe or something. Because
So y'all need some more
I
mushrooms.
was thinking about that the other day. I said, whoa, like, Lord.
Uh,
Makes sense, though. Okay, so I'm going to look for oyster mushrooms.
oyster or lion's mane. Lion's
look for
mane, they
that.
look like a little brain almost. They like fluffy
Okay.
and white.
Oh, I've seen that one.
Yeah, those
Okay.
taste like a steak.
Okay,
If you cook
we
them
gonna
down,
try
it
that
tastes
one.
like a
We
steak.
gonna try that one
Yeah.
too. Yeah, because I know everybody always be like, mushrooms don't have a taste. What you mean you don't like them? It is a
It's a
texture
texture
thing.
thing. It's a texture thing.
It
I'm
is.
a texture eater, and those other ones I can't do. But those ones, yeah.
No, because some vegan meals actually really be good. Like, I didn't really start getting introduced to vegan lifestyles until I came to LA,
Mm-hmm.
and it's actually not bad. So like the zucchini pasta,
Yes.
that's one of my top faves.
See?
But like, what's your favorite vegan dish?
Girl, I cook everything. See, here's the thing. I'm a foodie.
Mm-hmm.
Like, contrary to what it looked like inside, I like to eat. And it probably looked like I like to eat too. I am a foodie.
You look good.
Thank you,
You
girl.
look good.
I'm a foodie for real. And so a favorite, I have favorite spots here that I go to get things. So like if I'm doing a real fat girl day and I'm like, I want to get all my favorites from everywhere.
Mhm.
Like I have those things that I do.
Okay.
To cook, I love oyster mushrooms now because I can cook those really well.
Sure can.
I make so many things though. I can't even narrow down to a favorite. Now I can narrow down a favorite vegan dessert that I do.
Okay, what's that?
I make a vegan cookie butter Biscoff cheesecake,
Really?
and that thing right there, baby, that Biscoff butter cheesecake hits different because Biscoffs are
Okay.
vegan.
Are they?
Yes, girl, they are.
I never knew that.
That's why I get the extras when I'm on Delta. Like, can I get a couple more
dead.
Biscoffs, please? Please, I need them. I'm a vegan. I need
never
it.
knew that, and that makes sense now why I hear about it so much out here.
Mm-hmm.
Because back at home, my mama loved them cookies.
Girl,
And then when I came out here, I always hear people talking about it, and I'm like, y'all eat them too? I
they're
never had it.
vegan.
It's just she ate so many of them. I'm just like,
You never
girl,
had one?
No.
Girl, I'm gonna have to make a cheesecake. Watch when you had it. Do you eat cheesecake?
Absolutely.
Oh, you're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. It's so good. That's I throw down on that dessert.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna try that.
I don't know how to make that.
Okay, period. Tell us about Ecosister.
That's my girl. I don't know what in the Hannah Montana I was doing coming up with Ecosister because listen, Nia Miranda as a whole is busy, right? And now I have a whole alter ego superhero who is a sustainability superhero. I teach kids about recycling, reducing, composting, just all the things to make our world a better place sustainability wise. And Ecosister, she has really taken off. So I usually do assemblies at elementary schools.
Mm-hmm.
On a given week, I could perform 10 shows for probably 5,000 students in a given week.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I do a lot of performing as Eco Sister. And she a part of the umbrella of the Eco Hero Show. So I work for the Eco Hero Show. And me and Mr. Eco, we have 8 books coming out, 8 music videos, 8 read-along videos that'll be on our YouTube channel so kids can be at home reading the books with us.
And
it's really dope because it brings sustainability to our community in a way that we've never seen it before.
Yeah.
Like Mr. Eco, he had been holding it down. Like for decades, he's been doing this.
Yeah.
And when I got a part of it, I noticed how passionate he was, and I seen the impact it made on the students, but I also saw the need of representation.
Absolutely.
And coming into communities like that I'm from, Black young people are a hard group of people to win over.
Absolutely.
It's hard to win them over because they looking at you like, what you coming to do? We don't care. You look lame. And so I'm coming in with the drip, got my Eco Sister chain, the
and
kicks
that immediately
is fly,
catches attention.
the puffs is puffing, and I look like you, and I'm telling you something that's good for you, and I'm doing it in a way that you can really vibe to, so it's not a challenge when it comes to you really taking in the information. And so as Eco Sister with Mr. Eco, I get an opportunity to do that and really be a beacon of light in my community. I'm so grateful for the opportunity of being Eco Sister because of that, I can now say I'm a full-time artist. Like, I don't clock in for nobody. I'm either performing as Eco Sister or as Nia Miranda doing some work.
And that is huge.
That's
the whole
a huge
not being
thing.
able to clock in for somebody.
As an artist, that's a big thing.
Can't wait till I can say the same.
It's coming, sis. It's coming. I'm telling you right now in this room, we are gathered. It's coming.
Okay, we are gathered here today. Lord, help me.
Yeah, for real though. It's big, and I don't take it lightly. I've never been the person to take on the identity of a struggling artist. No.
Yeah,
I'm not.
Ever.
I'm an artist. I'm a thriving artist that's in between jobs sometimes. Okay?
Right, but I'm never going to say struggling.
But I'm never going to say struggling. And so I'm really grateful that I can say I'm a full-time artist. I'm a performer in one way or the other. That's what I do.
Absolutely.
And it's what I do full-time. And what I'm really grateful for, too, is that because Eco Sister is a brand of her own, yes, it's me doing it, but it's a brand of her own. I get a chance to do content that I can share with my nieces, nephews, and my god babies and my little cousins and things like that. Whereas as Nia Miranda, I still get a chance to do the art and talk about topics and play with topics that may not be suitable for them.
Yeah.
But they're separate. They're separate. Nia's doing her thing over here. Eco Sister has her thing over there. And I don't feel like those would collide in the way that I cannot do both. Because, baby,
I don't see that either.
I am on the mission to be an EGOT award-winning artist. And that's if
it's coming.
If it's Eco Sister getting a Grammy for a song or an Emmy for a daytime television show, or if it's Nia booking something, however it's coming.
It's going to be both of them.
It's going to be both of them. It's going to be unique, and it's going to happen.
Absolutely. It's definitely going to happen.
Oh, yeah.
We speaking it. It's going to happen.
It's happening. It's happening.
Okay, so y'all, back in May, right, I experienced my first ever Beyonce concert. And of course, right beside me.
You already know.
Was Nia.
You already know. We had a time.
A time was definitely had.
Oh, we had a time.
A time was had. What was like the highlight of that night for you?
Really, the highlight was being there with you. The highlight, I'm so serious, Danny, because truth be told, I was on a hunt for some tickets too. And if I would have gotten them, you were going to be coming with me. I knew you were here. You were already setting the intention. So I knew some way, somehow, you were getting to this concert. And I was just so grateful that you reached out to me to come with you because I was like, I'm going to get her content. You done got so much great content for me over the time. I'm like, I'm going to get her videos. I'm going to get her pictures. Like, we going to have a time.
I appreciate that so much. Because usually I don't get content of stuff for real. And I was looking through all that like, oh, my God.
Thank you. Because also I wanted you to be in the moment. Like, you had your camera, but I wanted you to be able to be in the moment and enjoy it, and I could get some stuff. And girl, first of all, outside of being there with you, when we got our wristbands.
Girl.
Bucket.
Whoa. Listen, and I've never been the type to like fangirl over artists. So when I saw that wristband and I saw it said Buck and Honey Pit,
Ooh, honey.
I never even heard myself scream the way I screamed. I was like, I looked around like, sorry.
Oh my goodness.
Baby, I love me some Beyonce. That is one artist I don't play, but everybody else, it's like.
But if you were gonna love one, that's the one to love.
Literally, and
that's
I feel like if she was still here, Whitney Houston would be on that same section for me.
Absolutely.
But it's just like, yeah, that's the only like artist today that I really listen to.
Mm-hmm.
Like everybody else, they ain't singing about nothing. No offense, no shade.
Nice.
But like they just not. What she said, they ain't making albums.
They not making albums.
They're not.
Yeah, she's making albums. She's making movements.
Girl, yeah, because no, that was definitely the highlight for me, low key, the wristband.
We
found out where we were gonna be.
Because we didn't see. That's one thing I want to tell people is that don't play with God.
Please don't.
Don't
ever.
play with God because He will not play with you. We had no clue where we were sitting
at all,
but we were grateful for just being there
at all,
and
completely free.
Hallelujah!
Won't He do it?
Won't He do it? Won't He? And He did it. Suddenly. Ooh. Listen.
Literally, suddenly.
Suddenly he
found out that morning.
It
was like a Wednesday. I
wasn't even ready, though. I was literally being eco-sister. I had 2 puffs in my hair on the stage when you sent me the message, and I seen it during a performance while on my wristband, on my Apple Watch. I was like, oh. And I'm like, let me hurry up and get this show done. Girl, it was so much fun. I did the Renaissance tour, and I got a chance to see Beyonce in Paris.
Oh, period.
And for the Renaissance tour, and I seen her in LA. And they were good seats. But they wasn't them. They wasn't them.
It was crazy. I always said for my first ever Beyonce concert, if I couldn't be up close, I didn't want to go. That's why I didn't do Renaissance, because my pocket was looking like Section 300.
Mm-hmm.
But I wanted to be on the floor in her face.
Well, you spoke it into existence.
And I was like, okay, I'm gonna hold off real quick and just see. But then for Cowboy Carter, I just instantly made a post going to the merch truck.
Mm-hmm.
I literally just made a post saying like, I don't have no tickets, but I'm going to get some merch. And that post did something.
But see, that's why I love you, Danny, seriously, because the girls who know. And when it comes to understanding that we are very powerful and our words bring life and death, and I'm speaking into existence that I'm going to be here. Now, I don't know how it's going to happen. God, you the master of that. You going to work it out.
I didn't even think it was going. I honestly didn't think it was going to happen.
I did not act as if it was happening, but I knew it was going to happen. And when I mean I didn't act by it, I didn't have no outfit. You had outfits. You was prepared. If it was going to happen, you had an outfit.
Because I was like, if I don't go to LA, I was like, I'm going to have to go to Chicago, Vegas. I'm going to somebody.
Yes. And so I had to pull something together. But I knew, and that was even fun for me, that I didn't have to think too much about the outfit. It was just like, I'm going to have fun. I'm going to put something on. I'm going to just have a good time. And we did. We had such a good time.
Was had.
We could not have been any closer.
At all.
I mean, in case we would have been on the stage. It was just.
That's fine, too.
Well, you'll be there soon. You're going to be part of the film crew.
We speaking it.
If we spoke this in the work, same guy
Absolutely.
back then, the same guy now. So
okay, because I've been speaking that one for years.
Yeah, it's coming.
We go keep speaking.
It's coming.
But no, that definitely caught me off guard because I remember it was a Wednesday show, and the girl texted me literally. I was getting off work. It was like 8:45 in the morning, and I saw usually my phone's on Do Not Disturb.
It is,
and I was about to go to sleep, and I'm glad I didn't because I would have missed that message. And my phone wasn't on Do Not Disturb that day, which I thought was kind of funny.
Thank God.
That was definitely God because my phone stays on Do Not Disturb.
It does. I feel like it's definitely on Do Not Disturb now. On my way here, it was on Do Not Disturb.
Sorry. But yeah, it is now too. It still is. So literally when that text came through, I saw it because she had already DM'd me and I sent her my number, but I didn't think much of it. Mm-hmm. So then when I'm like, oh, okay. And she's like, I need an answer by 11 a.m. By the time I saw the message, it was like 9:15. I was like, let me text Nia.
Girl.
Because she was like, what's your plus one's name? I said, hold on. Let me text Nia. Let me see if she's available.
Girl.
Because you were literally the first person I thought of. We were just talking about that.
We were because we were like, how are we going to get here? Some type of way we got to get this in.
Literally.
Like, that was such a good experience. I had so much fun.
So when people say your name 20 years from now, what do you hope they say?
when they say my name 20 years from now, I hope they say she was someone who lived life to the fullest, and inspired others to do the same. She inspired people to think like an alchemist and take whatever situation that they are in, whatever comes their way, and twist it to make it something that was great for them.
Period. Speechless.
That's what it is.
That was the one. Okay, so I want you to finish the sentence, all right? And then we're going to close out. Nia Miranda doesn't just blank, she blanks.
Nia Miranda doesn't just blank, she blanks. Nia Miranda doesn't just live, she thrives.
Period.
Clock that.
Clock it. And on that note, thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of All About the Hustle. Can you tell everybody where they can keep up with you at?
Yes. Feel free to follow me on all social media. Instagram is at Nia, Nia _Miranda, Miranda. And I'm on Facebook, Nia Miranda. I am on X. I think it's Nia _Miranda. And on TikTok at The Real Nia Miranda.
The real.
The real one.
Not the fake one.
Not the fake ones.
Yeah.
Because they out there. But I'm the real one.
Period. All right. Till next time, y'all.
Bye. Bye.